done builds and stuff, it's like I have specific glyphs that I really, really desperately want, but I can't find them, and I've got this thing that it's not what I need, but it will work until I can find what I need. Just something to help it have a little bit more oomph until you can get the one you need to drop.
But I've already got all five of my boards picked out. They were pretty easy to pick.
I've got my last board picked out, I just don't have it unlocked yet. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that I'm still getting my Paragon points to where I want to be. I need 1, 2, 3.
But I think the other big issue is specifically with
I'm still
this.
15 levels, Paragon levels away from hitting my next gate to be able to get my last board equipped. So I'm going to be 201 when I open my last board.
So here, I'm gonna start a share screen so that way you can
You
see.
would do that after I start a stream, which will blank out my broadcast. Damn you,
Oh,
Sick.
I didn't realize you were starting a stream. My bad.
I'm fucking with you. I'll just do picture in picture, and it's going to be kind of hard for me to see it, but...
But so, like, this is the starter board.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing crazy. The second board, there's
Yeah.
so much that I fucking needed in it.
Yeah. That's kind of how my, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's kind of how my Sorc board looks, honestly. Yeah, my Sorc board looks pretty much like that. Hell, even
And then,
my third board looks like that kind of too.
and then, this was my third board over
Yeah.
here. And then fourth board, and then fifth board.
Yeah, my third board, I have all the nodes and stuff that I wanted just to get everything done. That's been my main goal, is just getting everything to be able to activate the glyphs and to get to my legendary things, because you really want it, like, before, when you could have like 8 fucking boards equipped, you didn't need all the legendary nodes because you just go for the glyphs. But now that they've limited it, you're tied to that. I need to, like, really look at everything.
Which I feel like the legendary nodes that I picked were kind of no-brainers for what I'm going for.
That's what my Sorc stuff is, honestly. It was like, I looked at that and was like, this is really what's going to help me the most.
Because I know Neil, the skills that he used, they were Jaguar and Gorilla skills, and
Yeah.
then for his Spirit Hall, he had Jaguar as both.
Yes. Which there's something you can equip that benefits you for that, but I don't remember what it is. There's like a helmet, I think, that if both your halls
Yeah,
the same and it matches your class, like, skills or whatever, it, like, just absolutely fucking mollywops.
yeah, I'm using Air of Perdition, so.
Yeah, you don't have much of a choice.
But also, I really enjoy the mobility that Sorc gives.
Sword, it's all personal preference, honestly, when it comes to certain things.
So, kind of what I'm doing is, so instead of using, for instance, instead of using Rock Splitter, I'm using Thresh. Because, more stacks of ferocity, more damage.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Rake, since it's a Rake build.
Yeah.
And then, using both Soar and Ravager. And it seemed like he was a mainly focused crit build.
Yeah, he was going a lot for crit.
This is also where mine and his differs. While mine does kinda do a little bit of crit, mine focuses more on bone.
Fair enough. There are really good Vuln builds for the See, the thing about doing like a Vuln build is there's a combination for the Spirit Hall stuff that actually helps you with that, because each combination of the spirits actually plays into like a specialization kind of thing. Like there's a fortified build that uses 2 of the spirits. There is a there's a fortified build that does it. I can't remember what the spirits are. There's like a Vuln build. There's one for overpower. There's one for crit and all. Like there's 2 spirits that pair together for everything, basically.
So what I'm doing for my spirit
There's
hall
a chart somewhere.
is
I have it saved. I know for a fact I do, but it's buried in over almost a year's worth of shit. So good luck on me finding that.
So, like, what I'm doing for my
Fuck, I
spirit
love
hall
this build.
is, so for the secondary, there's nothing that directly benefits bone. So I just went with Jaguar, so I have a higher maximum ferocity.
Right.
And I can build up my ferocity faster. But for my primary spirit, I'm using Eagle, where every time I evade, I fling out Storm Feathers. And
Storm Feathers is supposed to be like really cracked this season too.
And it's dealing damage and making targets vulnerable. Combining that with, I have, granted, right now this is kind of a, I'm not sure if this is going to be a placeholder or not, but Band of First Breath. So whenever I evade,
That's a
I'm
new
making
one,
things
by the way. I don't know
vulnerable.
what that one does. I know it's something to do with Vuln, but that's all I remember.
So actually, it's plus 20. So it so what it does is you get plus 20 vigor when resolve is lost, plus 3 to your maximum resolve, and casting evade consumes 1 stack of resolve to increase your damage dealt for 5 seconds,
I like how he
and it
orders
gives
shit
you,
and expects me to be the one answering the fucking door.
and it also gains Armored Hide's passive effect. So you're constantly generating resolve, and then every time you evade to make things vulnerable, you're also increasing your damage as well. And in turn, on top of, you know, evading to make things vulnerable and increase your damage, you're also generating more vigor, which is feeding into Rake. Which, at that point, also feeds into Starving Ravager, which, you know, instead of having a duration, it drains vigor, so you're constantly keeping your Ravager up. And, like, I'm running my Quad Affix Mother's Embrace, so as long as my Rake hits 4 or more enemies, 56% of the resource cost is refunded.
What you looking for, Willow?
And then I also have, I'm still trying to figure out, like, if maybe one of the unique weapons would be better for me to run, or if this would be better for me to run. So right now I'm running a legendary polearm so I'm getting the bone damage inherent trait, and along with rolling bone damage on it as well. And I've got Aspect of Wild Claws on it, to where Rake manifests the Spirit Jaguar, which also casts Rake at a random enemy.
Right.
and
Oh, I have
also
frenzy one.
with the way that I've set up my skill tree, I get unstoppable a lot. Like, I almost have a constant unstoppable going. And so, I, as a placeholder, because I'm actually planning on replacing these with a unique set of boots, I've got Ghostwalker on boots, where I
Yeah.
get unhindered.
So unhindered doesn't mean you can't be stopped, by the way. You can still be CC'd while unhindered.
Oh yes, I'm aware.
Okay.
But it allows me to jump
You can
through
move
people
through
to other
enemies, yes.
people.
There's like actually a whole like Sorc thing for that with the fire armor and stuff too. Because you do that and it does all sorts of stuff as well.
Yeah. But it allows me to basically mass spread foam, which
Yeah.
is kind of useful with this build.
I mean, that's kind of my whole thing.
Like, it's not necessarily needed, but it's nice. Due to the fact that I'm kind of squishy on this build, I've got Undying on the pants.
Whose? No. Oh. I haven't seen him. He barked at me, but I haven't seen him.
And as far as the chest piece goes, I would love to get a better roll on this. I would love to get a higher aspect of duelists, so that way my maximum ferocity is increased by even more. Right now it's only increased by 1. I want to get it to where it's like the full increase by 5. And then just because I really didn't know what to put on, like what aspect to put on the amulet, right now I've got Ruthless on there. So crit strike chance with Jaguar skills is increased by 15%,
Oh, fuck off, game.
and an additional 11.3% for each 10% of an enemy's missing health. So basically, the lower health they get, the more damage I'm doing. Which I'm a little so I'm, to my understanding, my Jaguar skills are both Jaguar and Eagle skills because I'm running Eagle as the primary.
Yes. You get to double dip with that. That is exactly how that works.
Okay. I was like, I think I'm understanding that right, but I'm not 100% sure. But, so, you know, I've got like Brilliance, where my damage is increased by 9% of my movement speed, which is currently a 12.2% multiplicative buff. Gain 1 additional, I've got Acceleration, where I gain 1 additional evade charge, and after I evade, my Eagle skills deal 24% multiplicative increased damage for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And then hitting enemy with Jaguar skills increases the damage they take from you up to 30% multiplicative. And then Jaguar skills increase crit strike damage per stack of ferocity. But the other reason why I have kind of the unhindered and unstoppable going on with the build is unrestrained power. 12% multiplicative increased damage when unhindered or unstoppable.
Yeah.
And then 9% multiplicative increased damage or increased vulnerable damage. Double this bonus versus elite enemies. Which I wasn't 100% sure if bosses count as elite enemies, so I had to Google that and make sure that they did.
They count as boss enemies, which
Bosses
technically,
actually, I was about to say, bosses
triggers
actually
elite
do.
stuff.
Yeah,
Because most things that trigger against elite trigger against bosses as well. So I was getting to that.
but where I'm kind of torn on, like what I'm kind of torn on with the weapon is if I come over here to my stash, I got a rod of Kepaleki.
Ah, yes, the Kapaleka.
So core skills are now additionally basic skills and free to cast.
Yep. Yeah, that's what made the Quill Feather build so potent back in its original form. That was the one to have.
But I'm I'm trying to figure out if it would be better to run that or better to run the pole armed where I get the double dip on vulnerable and get the Spirit Jaguar also casting Rake.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from. Because that's always the debate. It's like, do I do this, or do I do that thing, or do I do this thing? Like, which one benefits me more?
Yeah.
It's always hard to tell.
But like I was
I
saying,
completely forgot your share screen was up in my top right-hand corner.
like what I was saying earlier on with the boots kind of being a stand-in because there's a pair of uniques that I want.
Yeah.
I want Scorn of the Earth.
Which I think is also a new one.
Which, that one, your evade is now Soar, and Soar deals increased damage.
Yes.
It also deals an extra increased damage based on distance traveled.
Yes.
And with the fact that I'm using Soar as my main source of Vuln, it's kind of a no-brainer to go for that.
Yeah.
But I'm also torn on where I said I wasn't sure what aspect I wanted on the amulet. It's torn between Ruthless for the extra crit strike chance with Jaguar skills and fuck is it called? It's gonna bug the shit out of me. Oh, this is gonna bug the shit out of me until I remember what it is. Fell Soothsayers, where whenever I cast Ravager, and I also believe Soar is an incarnate ability as well, if I remember correctly.
I need to go back to Saragor and turn in my tree.
But enemies around me, but basically, whenever I cast an incarnate skill, enemies around me become vulnerable for 5 seconds, and
Yeah.
killing a vulnerable enemy echoes 25% of the killing blow's damage to another nearby enemy.
Okay. Yeah. Oh god. Oh, I don't think Eden realized I put my stream up.
But good news is I have 4 places where I can farm the Scorn of the Earth boots that I want. Bad news is I already ran through all my keys for all 4 of them and had no luck. Don't you just love that when that happens?
Somebody fucking. Sorry, I just noticed my chat. Somebody's like, man, Mythic's dropping like crazy tonight. And somebody else replied, lies, just did like 50x runs and didn't get a single one. And somebody else said, agree, haven't seen any. And somebody else said, my RNG on fire tonight. And somebody else went, shh, Blizz about to pour water on that fire.
About to do more than pour water on it. I'm gonna put that shit out with a goddamn vacuum.
Let's see. Chris was looking for a. Was Chris was the one looking for, or was it Neil that was looking? Neil had said something about a chest piece. That's what it was. Like, was it Chris or Neil?
But yeah, the 4 bosses that I can get these boots from is Beast and Ice, Zur, Urivar, and Harbinger of Hatred. Did multiple runs of all 4, could not get the boots. But yeah, so until I can get the glyphs I need and potentially get those boots, I can't even make the jump to Torment 2.
Yeah. Motherfucker. I don't remember if Neil needed greater affix or not.
More there than I thought.
I'm just glad they put the fucking Ravens back in the game. It was so dumb they took them out. You know?
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I don't like how they're buggy right now, though.
What do you mean they're buggy?
So if you click on them to see what your caches are, and then you back out to see what you need most, it won't let you go back into it, and you have to go to the tree.
Okay, well, it was kind of a last-minute addition they added to the patch, because that wasn't even in the patch notes when I read it the other day. I just straight skull fucked that guy.
But I think the thing I find crazy, though, about this build, so this is the build I'm struggling with the most this season. This is also the build that I'm finding the most fun this season.
Time for another Hellborn this Helltide. Walk away from that before he explodes. Do I need boots? I do not. Well, there's a chance I can drop Yin's blessing, so let's do it. Right, Sick?
Yeah, I mean, you can always hope.
They drop their uniques. I just don't know what they are. I'm not stopping to look right now. I'm in the middle of a Helltide. It's crazy. Actually crazy is how effective this build is at a fucking range. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You would think something that has basically a shotgun blast would not be anywhere near as effective as it is. At the range that it is.
I just love how fast this, like, if I can get the damage and survivability where I want it on this build, this could very well be a speed clearing build.
Oh yeah, it absolutely could be.
Because, like, I'm just under 14 minutes on this pit run, and I'm about to open the boss portal. Because with the way I designed this build, I have no issues keeping Ravager up. And I just fucking insta-kibbed Bramble. Oh, that was funny.
Oh shit! That man turned into loot.
I think I'm going to take the time to put some temporings on.
That'll probably help some. Oop, there's an explosion that may happen. Oop. Oh no, they're infuriated with me. Whatever will I do? Oh no, so anyway. start making my way towards the other zones. What's happening?
Ooh. Peak. Extra hit jump? I like the sound of that.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
There's something insanely gratifying about realizing just now that my potions are going to fuck off, and I am still instigating every goddamn thing in this Helltide.
Gotta love that.
Can't really do torment-free bosses, but I can do all mobs and elites and shit, so... I think the boss just comes down to getting my glyphs up and getting all my stuff done.
See if with me doing temperings I can even touch Torment too. Oh, I most definitely can. Holy shit.
That's a fucking bear. That's a werewolf. Ah, he's doing the dual shapeshift.
Yeah, Derm, those temperings made a massive fucking
They
difference.
usually do, yeah. Come on, you motherfucker. Fight me, you fucking coward. Still more badass than you, Mr. Hellborn. Eat shit. Oh, I was doing a Helltide. Just wrap that shit up. Not really. I was just doing this for a little bit before I have to go to bed for work tomorrow. It was a Yin's blessing, however, no greater affix. Oh, hello. Even if I was to masterwork it all the way up to masterwork rank 8, like the current non-greater affix ones I have on, it would still be worse. Well, that one Helltide sick made me 3 levels. So I'll take it. Oh good, he gave me shit with greater affixes on boots. We're here, you useless bitch. Alright, I got one more set of armor to claim off the fucking reliquary, and then I can start banking my coins. You know, sick. I'm sitting here thinking about it. If I was to change to the Blizzard thing for this build and run, basically just run straight into the ice spike stuff, I could move the hell is it called? Fuck. Aspect of the frozen wake. So while ice armor is active, I leave behind ice spikes and aspect of the frozen tundra, where while deep freeze is active, exploding ice spikes form in the area, and they have a 50% in. And those two, spawning an ice spike increases the damage by 3% for 2 seconds up to 30 times, so a 90% increase in my ice spike damage. Ice spikes have a 50% increased explosion radius because of frozen tundra, and then I have blue rose where any ice skill I cast has a chance to generate ice spikes. And if it's a frozen enemy I hit, it's a 90% chance to generate an ice spike off of that. That would be pretty fucking sick, actually. I just realized you might be okay. God diddly damn it. I gotta open 2 more torture gifts of mystery and kill 1 more blood maiden to finish that. I have to beat Belial on Torment 3. 3 legendary ring caches at the jeweler. What's it cost to craft that shit?
Around your neck.
Sorry, I had to mute up for a minute there.
You're good. There's just never anywhere good to have this shit.
The stars made manifest.
Yeah, not gonna happen. Not unless I get a triple greater affix fucking legendary ring that has intelligence, vuln, and damage on it.
What's still got some good in it?
Legendary amulet. Cash at the jewel. It takes 150,000 to craft just one of those fuckers. I do it 3 times. Fuck off.
What's left,
Alright,
lad?
well that finishes that step at least. I need 12 more ancestral legendaries there. I need another blood maiden. I need to get to max threat and kill another 36 enemies. And I need to open 2 more tortured gifts of mystery. I don't even know if I could do a tier 50. What you doing, dipshit? What are you chewing on?
Chewing on a step?
You're not supposed to be chewing on that. No. No. Bad. Where's your toys? Does she not have any of her 2 toys in here? I always try to make sure she brings one in with her when she's outside. That way we don't have... That way she has something to chew on where she doesn't get in trouble. Your toys outside, Yara. Let's go get you a toy. Something to chew on that you won't get in trouble for. Go find you a toy. Where's one of your toys at, Yara? Where's one of your toys? Here we go. Come on. Here. Take that. Bring it in. There. That way she can get yelled at for chewing on shit she's not supposed to be chewing on. See? It's that simple.
But yeah, so yeah, the tempering's completely changed the name of the game
I believe it.
because, like, for instance, on the weapon, I put bone damage and chance for rake to extra hit.
Yeah.
The boots, I put movement speed and sore size. The leggings, I put armored hide, active duration, and rake size. The gauntlets, I put core damage and Ravager on kill duration extension, which, because of starving Ravager, instead generates vigor.
Yeah.
On the chest, I put rake size and armored hide resolve generation rate. And then on the amulet, put core damage and resource cost reduction.
Very nice.
Now I am generating vigor faster than I'm spending it. And and my rakes are like quadruple their normal size.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Oh shit, the new hell tide's up. Alright, I gotta close your share screen. It's driving me fucking crazy.
No, go ahead. I didn't even realize you still had it up.
While I was in the hell tide, I kept hearing you fighting shit, and I was like, what the fuck is that noise? And then I remembered your share screen was up in my left corner. Yeah, I got her one of her toys. That way she'd chew on that. Okay. What the fuck is this chest of mysteries? Okay, it's gonna be over there. So we're gonna take the long way. Cause I have time to earn some fucking cinders. Oh hey, how convenient.
Win favor.
What I would like is a good fucking fertilizer. It's worth a goddamn. So this bullshit I keep finding. Three screaming hellveins right next to each other. There's a fucking ghost. Why wouldn't there be fucking ghosts in this stupid ass zone? I hate ghosts. I hate them so fucking much. Yeah.
Oh, I love when they're hitting the buttons to do something and it's not on cooldown and it's just not doing it.
Yep, been a problem since base game. They still haven't fixed that shit. Great. One of my favorite things is casting ice armor and watching a frost nova go off underneath me. Thanks, Essus. That shit's funny. Well, sometimes I cast my fucking familiar and do it.
I just unironically died to fucking Den Mother.
Bruh. Yeah, she... Sometimes when I do the pit, she instigates me. I don't know what the fuck it is she does that does that shit. But it drives me fucking crazy.
Yeah, I tried getting cocky with it, and I tried pushing halfway in between Torment 2 and Torment 3, and made it to Den Mother, but
And then
consistently
she
got
bitch smacked the shit
instigated.
out of you.
In rotation, like it was just a common thing. Yeah, I genuinely think that those boots will make this build much more cohesive, though.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Having finally actually played an Ice Sorc, I understand why Ice Sorc is so much fun. One, free increase to your fucking Frost Nova size, so that's always cool. But two, there's something deeply satisfying about freezing a motherfucker and killing him in the same instant and just setting off a Frost Nova that freezes everything else, which kills the next 17 guys and freezes the next 17 behind those. There's no cooldown on how often that shit goes off. You can kill 3 guys and set off 3 Frost Novas. It's cuckoo bananas. I just need you to know that.
That's why I kept mentioning it whenever you said you were doing an ice build, and you were like, nah.
Well, to be fair, this is my first real ice build since base game where I'm, like, actually, like, I did my original Sorc did not do in-game with ice. I made it all the way through the main storyline, and then I changed to I want to say a lightning build. did not stay an ice Sorc. Alright. I gotta go for a walk. This Necro is trying to do his fucking cheek clap fucking blood wave, and I am just insta-giving everything that exists near me. Anything in my fucking area code is dead. Well, Hellborn time. And I'm basically just farming the behelots or whatever for the berserk thing until I hit 200. Once I hit 200, I'll buy the one that costs 200, and then I'm gonna farm for 150.
That's what I did.
I should have done it
Like,
this way. I got the 50.1 just because I wanted it, but I'm doing it the long way now.
Yeah. Like, I got the 50.1 because it was the one that I actually wanted from the collab. And now I'm doing it this exact same way.
I'm going the long way around. Hellborn. Bitch, you thought. He thought he could catch me lacking. He's like, oop, I caught him in a corner, I can get him. So anyway, now that he's a fucking paint smear. whole reason we got that toy yard, so you don't get in trouble. Where's your toy? What'd you do with your toy, Yara? You fucking with that stair again? Whole reason we got you that toy so you don't get in trouble. I'm trying to not yell at you, dingus. Trying to help you.
Ah!
You good?
I just went obel gambling, and I got a Scorn of the Earth.
Nice.
Damn bosses wouldn't drop it for me. And it's a, like, absolute minimum roll. But
It's a starting point. Oh no, the forces of hell grow angry. Whatever will I do? So anyway, I told them all to chill the fuck out. Let's do that right there. It's a nice spot. It's a nice page.
that chilled me to the bone. Alright, now I have to see
Oh, fuck off, game.
I have to see how much more cohesive this is now that my dodges are Thor's. Oh, that's a game changer.
need your help. I can't see.
Oh my god, lag. What the fuck? So you know how the escort the ghost quest public event? It's like you left me alone or whatever at the end of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it said you and then it died.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay, yeah.
Is that what it was missing?
Oh, like you wouldn't believe. It's so fucking cohesive now. Like, now I've got sore on my ball, but I am not needing to press it. And one of the other things that's just even better about those boots, every attack cools down part of the duration of your evade, and you have multiple evade charges.
Yeah.
So I always have a sore up.
Yeah, my the boots I'm using give me additional dodge charges. Because Isu
And
says that as well.
And just the fact that even on the one through the boots, it still has that extra vuln cloud that I expect for
Right.
the one on my bar. I just now constantly make everything around me vulnerable. Oh, it feels so good now. What torment are you running around in?
3.
3? I wonder if I do my gems. I still haven't gotten the fucking glyphs that I want. I wonder if I do my gems, if I'd be able to even touch Torment 3. Or anywhere even remotely close to it.
comes the Hellborn. Okay. I got about a level and a half out of that run, just because I was trying to finish that fucking seasonal thing. How many? 132. Oh shit, I need to talk to the bird. Amulets or boots, specifically for yins with a greater affix though.
It is done.
Very hostile cucumber.
As is your God-given right.
My hammer sings on your return.
Alright, what did I want to do?
Where did Sick go? I'm waiting for the comment of being like, holy fuck, you're here?
I guess he stepped away for a minute.
Well, now let's be pleasantly surprised. Spoiler alert, I'm drinking.
No, you don't say.
No shit, motherfucker, you're speaking in cursive. No, I'm not that bad yet. Yet, I'm recording.
Do I hear a Chris?
Like
Yeah.
fucking clockwork.
Like,
Not
I was over, I was out in the living room taking
Not a
Dawn
happy
to get in her.
Not
Oh.
a happy Chris.
Remember, he wasn't supposed to be on tonight.
Yeah.
That was derailed.
Oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said. Oh, fuck.
So now we're getting drunk.
Oh, fuck.
It's gonna be a grand time. Miscellaneous adventures. Hopefully Derm's not streaming when I get to the point of intoxication.
I was about to say, Derm, you might
I
want
am
to end the stream early.
I am currently streaming, yes.
I'm good for now. I've only had 2.
Okay, so I got another 20 before he gets there.
Yeah, we're good. I only
Hey.
got a handle of Tito's to work with here tonight, so you might be okay the whole night.
Fuck, I'll be more than okay all night.
Like, I said that to someone the other day when they were just sitting there like, what's gonna happen if your meat gets like when I get drunk? They just, how's that gonna happen? Like, I don't fucking know. I only have like a handful of Tito's to work with. It's gonna be a long fucking night. And they're like, handle of Tito's get me fucking 2 shits to the wind. And like, the handle of Tito's is a good fucking warm up for me. Even though I don't drink that much anymore, that should tell you what my alcohol tolerance used to be. Sick wasn't around for those heydays. Derm was, though.
We did drunk raid nights all the fucking time. That
What are
lasted
you
5
talking about?
days.
I remember Drunk Warframe.
Drunk Warframe is one thing. No, he was around for drunken COD nights. Derm was.
I was in fact around for drunken COD nights. Those were some fucking crazy nights, dude.
All right, everyone, it's time to.
I was there for one of those because I was playing COD with you.
Back in the heyday. No. You got to experience drinking COD night, not drunken COD night. Drunken COD night was when me and Sky had the Wheel of Misery. And the Wheel of Misery for COD is congratulations. We're going to spin the wheel, we're going to take a screenshot, we're going to send it to you. This is the weapon you get to use for the match coming up.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And every time you die, you take a drink.
And let me guess, it was just all of the worst weapons on the wheel.
Oh, they're shitty weapons, don't get me wrong. There's a couple of them that are like hidden gems, like the burst pistol. I was notoriously good with this one. Right, Nerf?
It's like Sky with his goddamn knives.
The private match that Durham jumped into one time was just like, what are you guys using? Burst pistol. Okay, I'll fucking run with that. And I'm just like, are you sure you want to come in here? I am very intoxicated at this point, and I actually happen to like this gun. And he jumps in, and how bad can it be? Durham didn't move more than 3 feet the entire goddamn match, because I'm running my figure 8 around the goddamn map, and it's just brat headshot, brat headshot, brat headshot. And he just goes, what
goddamn
in...
knives.
And then Sky with his fucking throwing knives or tomahawks.
Teaching Neil how to fucking be observant, and he keeps fucking killing me. I'm like, Sky, you're not teaching Neil shit if you keep killing me. You Asian cock
To be fair,
weasel.
he was killing Neil immediately after you. And the one thing that I did bring up to him after the first night that you guys did that, like I brought up to him in person, I was sitting there just like, bro, you do realize you were running your fucking actual gaming setup for that? And he goes, but that's what I always have. And I just like, think about it for a minute. And he goes, oh, fucking dead silence. It's really hard for them to pay attention to their surroundings when I'm not making any noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed it immediately. I'm like, oh, that motherfucker ain't making a noise.
Yeah, and then it did get funny though when he threw me and Derm onto a team, and he's just like, okay, so now you guys get to learn situational awareness, and Chris, you get to get a refresher. And just like, you sure you want to fucking play this fight?
We've been down this path
I'm sitting there,
before.
Derm and I are in a separate chat, and I'm sitting there running around, and I just like, I haven't seen Sky for a minute. I turn around, and he's right there. Pop! Anyway. And then we got back into the lobby, and then Neil's sitting there just like, how in the fuck did you always know he was behind you? I'm rule of thumb, you haven't seen Sky for 5 seconds, he's probably behind you.
Yeah, I learned that because of Chris. Anytime I was like, I'd see Neil, I'd pop Neil, and be like, where's Sky? Turn around, shoot him in the face.
Like, Sky was my 2 when we were doing MLG shit. So that's why I know how he operates. It's like, he sent me to be cannon fodder, and the thing that was funny is when I first started playing with him, he thought I was going to be cannon fodder, and I was going to die, and he was going to soak up a shitload of kills because people would be more focused on, oh, hey, I just got a kill. And then I just turned into a slaying machine, and it just turned into, okay, whoever kills him is going to die. When's he going to die?
Any second now, he's gonna die.
Someday.
Any second now.
When
is he not dead?
I rekindled my revitalization of COD love, I played World War II, and I sent Derm the video of that when I actually like came back into my own and I was running with Dragon. That match that I went 42-1.
Yeah, I remember.
And then, like, the highlight of the game was me getting a whole fucking team wipe. I come busting through the fucking door, and you just see headshot, 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 and then I whip a grenade through a window, and then come around the corner, headshot, headshot, and then the grenade goes off, and I take off running, and everyone was like, why'd you take off running? Like, because I killed the other 4 with the grenade. I came in and I just wiped the whole fucking team. I was so used to being that slayer up front that I just got to a point where I didn't, and Derm watched me screen sharing one night and he just goes, how in the fuck are you paying attention to anything? Because I'm sitting there constantly. I'm very seldom looking straight ahead of me. I'm running and then it's like to the left, to the right, then forward again, then to the left, to the right. And I'm just sitting there, head on a freaking swivel the entire goddamn time. I am very seldom actually looking at the direction I'm running. Nowadays, I just don't give a fuck. And we had a few guys that came up in the PS5, PS4 days were asking, how did we get to the point of doing all of that shit? And it's like, we have this wonderful game that we do for training nights called the Death Game.
Fuck off.
Everyone just goes, that sounds terrifying. It's like, oh, it is. It's extremely terrifying. There's 2 of
It's
you,
effective.
and it's 9 veteran bots.
It's effective, but go fuck yourself.
It's quite effective. Now, the other thing is like in the beginning, and we have 3 phases of this. The third phase, the hardest phase, obviously, they have normal weapons. The second phase, they have burst fire weapons, / semi-automatic rifles. So the first phase, they are locked with either the really slow firing pistol or throwing knives, and that's it. And everyone thinks, oh hey, that's gonna be easy. They're just running tomahawks. A veteran bot with a tomahawk is terrifying.
I would rather drag my balls through napalm and light them on fire than fight 9 veteran bots with tomahawks ever again.
Yeah.
To put it mildly, sick.
It's an absolute terrifying ordeal.
Oh, Chris has gone robot. He got too far away.
It's a terrifying ordeal because they know where you are at all times. The missile knows where it is because the missile knows where it isn't.
That's right. I don't know if anybody has anything that needs an overpower weapon.
Yes.
Well, I say that because I just found an ancestral legendary mace that has... It's a mace, so it naturally has overpower, which is 196.3 on an ancestral mace. And it rolled a greater affix on overpower damage, so this motherfucker has 301.3% overpower damage.
Yeah, I could use that.
I'm not
That's
saying
what
it's
I'm
got
going
some...
for. I also need a Banished Lords. I need a fucking Eyes in the Dark, I need a Scoundrel's Leathers, and I need I don't fucking remember what else. I gotta pull it up, but I'm currently in the midst of writing shit.
Well, Lily just pulled this out of the legendary ancestral run I did of the Undercity because it was Whispers. So, congratulations, it's a mace.
I got a Banished Lords I can give you. Greater affixed overpower damage as well.
God damn.
And the percentage on it is 44% out of 60, or in the 20 to 60 range. So it's a mid-roll as far as the aspect, but it greater affixed overpower. Let's see if I got a better one. That one's not a...
Coming to you.
Okay.
I've arrived.
I'm standing stationary and running in circles. Why is it saying I can't? Oh. Okay. Schmeckle for your efforts.
Not quite. Remember, it's 1.5.
Fuck that. Inflation can go fuck itself. I love how now it keeps popping up this strength. I don't want strength. Hold on, I'm trying to play with the RNGesus gods.
Oh,
Can I actually not use maces?
Wait, what? Rogue
if you're on a rogue, I don't think you can.
What?
I can't. Son
Or-
of a bitch.
That's some bullshit right there.
Hello, shining. Wow. Hello, shining beauty. Not a bad pull, that. Hello, shining beauty. Shame that. Wow. Hello. Too bad. Hello, shining beauty. Not a bad pull, that. Hello, shining beauty.
Yeah, fucking hell is right.
What's left, you ask?
Hello, shining. Not a bad pull, that. Oh, hello, wow. Hello, shining. Not a bad. Shame that. Hello, wow. There's
Up my
something special.
intelligence, my dexterity, and my...
My hammer sings on you.
Yeah, have a wee gamble. Hello, shine. Hello. Not a bad. Shame that. Hello, shining beauty. Not a bad pull. Hello, shining beauty. Shame that. Go one more. Hello, shining beauty.
Up strength by about 20. Up intelligence by about 50. Now I need to up strength by about 50. I need about 50 on both intelligence and strength, and then all the rest in dexterity.
Boy, I'm bad at math, sick. I can tell I'm tired. Usually I'm good at math. I'll be 191 when I get my last board, not 201. I did my math wrong. I was 176. I added 15 and somehow got 201. I have been infected by Neil and his bad at math.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Well, 7
Also,
more of the tokens and I can start saving for next season.
I got a question. I'm trying to figure out if this rune would combo into my shit the way I think it would. The Quacks rune, one that whenever you cast a skill other than basic or defensive, it spends all your primary resource and increases your damage up to 100% for 1 second. Would that combo with the my mother's embrace and stuff? Where, like, for instance, with the core skill hitting 4 or more enemies, it refunds 56%? Or is that just on the base cost of the skill and not what would be added on through that?
I think it's just the base cost of the skill.
Okay.
Okay.
Test that and see how that goes.
There, finally chose a fucking name. Or rather, finally chose a fucking title.
There we go. Got my resistance up. Armor's up.
I've got my armor and my resistances to the point where they are completely... As long as I have my stuff active, I have full resistances, and I have like almost 1200 armor on Torment 3. But I have to have my incenses on, and I have to have my potion active. Well, I have to have my incenses for the resistances and armor. I know for a fact, touching Torment 4, though, I'm going to lose resistances. Because the incense is the only reason I hit max resistance at all. On Torment 3.
I got farm Seer and Varshan and Griggles, and this is gonna suck!
The hell did I find? Oh my god, I found an Igni apparently.
Well, I mean, we're right here. You want to hit the Varshan?
I have no materials.
Ah.
I have 1 heart. I
Uh,
just got Torment last night before I quit.
you said you have one?
I have 1.
Hold on a second. I can give you enough to do 2 runs.
You can have these two.
Okay, well that makes this a lot easier then. Chris on the ground. Sick just threw this shit down.
I walked away.
Sick, pick it up before somebody else does. You know what? Fuck it, I'll pick it up. I got it. I'll just trade it with him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to find something else to mix with my vodka.
Because since I'm putting in a lot of fucking elbow grease on this character, I just moved all my boss keys and shit over to this one.
And this character is a what?
Spiritborn. It's turning out to be his most difficult one to get up, but it's the one he's enjoying playing.
It's actually the one that I'm having the most fun with.
And having fun is half the battle. G.I. Joe!
Shut the fuck up.
But I'm doing
G.I. Jose!
Cuervo.
I have Jose Cuervo Blanco.
But I'm doing my own variation of the Hellcat build. Instead of going the Gorilla Hellcat build and focusing crit, I'm going the Eagle Hellcat build and focusing bone. And so far, it's actually working out a lot better than I thought it would. And I'm really excited to test with the runes that I just put on. Because now, every 4 times I cast Evade, which I'm constantly evading, I invoke a Mystical Frost Nova, inflicting freeze and bone. And then when I invoke 2 skills from another class, I use Vortex and just suck everything into me.
Okay, I'm back in the room now.
Hold on. Here you go. I should give you enough to do 3 runs, actually. Let me in,
Curb
goddammit.
stomp this old man. Still just startles me how fucking butch your fucking character looks, dude.
So what I'm hearing is 6 characters theme song is Dude Looks Like a Lady.
Dude look like a lady. Dude look like a lady. Where is
Alright.
his box?
Alright then.
Hello, Satan. Astral projection.
It was a fair fight, I promise.
Was that them? And it got a masterwork on fucking Aftermath. Let's go.
I don't know, you think he got what he wanted?
Yeah, I think he got what he wanted.
Fuck you, Marshawn. One more, just for good measure.
I cannot afford.
I've contributed by standing here, dancing in a circle.
Menacingly.
The writhing man of trickery.
At this point, I'm just leveling up all of my fucking things. All the boss powers are getting leveled up, even if I don't use them.
I've got all but one of them maxed out.
I have the ones that I'm using maxed out, and I have 3 others maxed out. I could have 4, but I just haven't spent the resources on it. I'm basically going all through all the blues and working my way up.
Yeah, I started at the red, worked my way down, so that way it got cheaper as I went.
Get the fuck out of here with your logic. Anyway. I'm gonna go see a beast in ice about $5.
I'm pretty sure he dropped something that I need.
All I know is he's got $5.
Yeah, he drops the Beast Fall boots.
Somebody's only asking for 250 million for a Bach. That's actually not fucking insane.
250 million for a what?
Bach. They usually want way fucking more than that.
Which one is Bach?
One of the most coveted. Hold on.
Does anybody have extra of this stuff?
Travel 5 meters, gain 50 offering. It's fucking great.
If anybody has extra of this stuff, I could use 3.
I can give one of you a run. And since we're trying to help Chris, I'm giving it to him. Best I can do. Sorry, buddy.
That's fine. I realized I was looking at the wrong thing anyways, and I actually needed 10. The elixir of iron barbs looks a lot like distilled fear when you're not looking close.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm a lighthouse.
I gotta go have a talk with the tree.
Hell, I'm just going back to Saragar.
Oh, he drops the Umber Crux now.
It is done.
Breaking news, hold the presses. Lorna Shore has announced a new 8-minute track on the way.
Let's fucking go.
It appears that the title of it is going to be Oblivion.
Okay. I'm here for it. Alright.
Alright, Mr. Oculist.
Fuck it, we ball.
What are we balling?
I'm trying something. Seeing if I can.
This should be interesting.
What? That was definitely a blink and you miss it kind of moment right there.
I don't think I'm in any shape to fucking do anything. And I kind of fucking want to just punch. It's okay, now we get to deal with the consequences of our actions tomorrow.
Oh, you paradigm level?
No,
Second, I'm just gonna. Outside right quick, like. So that way I don't dig myself a fucking early grave.
no. So, I said explicitly that I planned on going out. I was going to go out tonight. I was going to go out by myself. I needed some me time after all the bullshit that's been going on at work and trying to do school and trying to do everything. I need some fucking me time. Oh yeah, that's no problem. I just said, okay, because the last time I tried to do this, there was a fucking problem. Last minute, and you threw a fit. I just don't want that to happen again. Like, I'm giving you ample heads up. I said this like last week. This is when I was going to do this. And she goes, well, I'm sure you can schedule another night. I said, okay, here's the thing. I was doing me night by myself tonight for a reason. Because if I do it tomorrow night, Charlie is going to be in town and she is going to come hang out. We get to deal with the fucking consequences of our actions at this point. I haven't seen that bitch in close to 3 years. Other than the other night when I saw her in the Walgreens parking lot and talked to her for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Alright,
And she
goddamn it.
gets hellaciously pissed off whenever I bring her up. It's like, you don't seem to understand. When I told you this when you and I got together, like when I tell you that this bitch is my best friend and she knows me better than anybody else on the planet, I'm not lying.
Oh, fuck you, game.
And yeah, a few of my other really longtime friends out here were finding out that I was going to be, like, I told them that I'm pissed off because I'm not hanging out by myself tonight. Tomorrow night, fucking hanging out with Charlie. And we've never even met her. I'm just like, fine, we're going to gallivant Charlie around and introduce her to all the friends. Because this very likely might be the last time I see her for a while. After she gets all of her shit done. And when I told Jenny that she was going to jail,
Fuck
she
off.
got all pissy about it, and I sat there and I just want you to be aware that I'm probably going to go visit her at some point. Like, be real here. She really didn't have a whole lot of other people who actually believed that she could do anything in life.
Fuck you, game.
No, who knows? This could end up causing a whole lot of fucking hot water. I really don't give a shit at this point. Like, I have known her since I was in 8th grade. Zig, you're awfully quiet over there.
I was letting you get it all out.
Plenty more loaded, but go ahead and feel free to say your 2 cents. I can hear the hamster wheel screaming.
I'm not sure you want to hear what I actually thought, but
Go for it.
sounds kind of like some of the bullshit that Heather would pull on me. When it was the whole I wasn't allowed to have fucking friends, and especially of the opposite gender and all this other shit.
The main reason people that I've been in relationships with have problems with Charlie is because I still tell her I love her. Like, I love that girl to death. It just didn't work out. This is where we're at. But, like, I do love that girl to death. And I tell everyone that when I've gotten in relationships with them. It's like, hey, by the way, I got this girl best friend. Love her to death. She's an ex. Like, is this going to be a problem? Everyone always says no.
It's
Until
a
this
lie.
happens. Like, Durham, you were around for the aftermath after the concert 3 years ago. That was when the problem started. When I got kicked out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was listening to her mom saying that if I was running around with some chick, that apparently I must have been sticking my dick where it don't belong. She's the one ex that I've never done anything with. You want to keep pushing the envelope, things can change.
Okay. Well, other than the game being a
Is
cunt
that dickish of me to
and
say?
fucking me a
100%.
little bit.
Is that me being unfiltered? 100%.
I feel like a good place.
If Eden is watching, I'm sorry that you're seeing this side of me at this current point in time.